So many of the conspiracy theories have been coming true in the past few years that I've been hearing online for years. And, wasn't really sure. Certain ones really connected dots really well and made sense. And since then, several have come true. This is another one. Now, for those of you that aren't familiar with a lot of the conspiracy theory out there, many people say that there are no aliens. And who people are talking to or seeing are really interdimensional beings. But that the interdimensional beings aren't interdimensional aliens. They're actually fallen angels. So let's check this out.
What specifically are you saying? Like what happened?
To I guess break it down in simple terms is that I think that some of the tech that exists, that whatever these things have, these energy things have,
energy things? What do you mean?
Well, they call them interdimensional beings. I think that they can actually operate through the time spaces that we currently have, and that's not something that I came up with on my own. That's based on stuff that we've seen. That's based on information that we've been told. And then also too, I think that there's this historical aspect of, this gets into the deeper theories and concepts of religion. And I think the history that we...
Yeah, see, I told you, I knew where it was going. As soon as I saw the caption on the clip, I was like, I think I know where this is going. And Joe, as much as he's into a bunch of different stuff and exploring and, thinking and, digging stuff up, he probably already knew what she was talking about. He peeling that onion.
Currently know, and that kind of spins off into another topic of, you have the modern day Bible, you have this aspect of Bibles that, or books of the Bible that have been removed that explain and kind of touch on these topics. And I think that...
Man, I heard the book of Enoch talks about a lot of stuff. And once you get into the whole conspiracy of it and other things, and I believe the Catholic Church put together the Bible that we have today, like they took certain books out, put certain books in, and hey, this is the Bible. You know what I mean? And it makes me wonder, why were certain ones taken out? Why were certain ones left in? What's going on?
We're in a time and age where you have such a vast amount of information that we have access to via social media, via your cell phone, via the internet. Mm-hmm. And so it's really changing the way that we understand, the origins of life and the spiritual reality that we know.
When you say interdimensional beings, that they know that these are interdimensional beings, how do they know that?
They might have told them.
So based on testimony would be based on witnesses that have come forward, but what I can tell you is...
So the witnesses just were told that they were interdimensional?
that they've seen things, and what I can tell you without getting into classified conversations is that there have been incidences that I believe...
Sounds like some scary shit that she's tiptoeing around right now.
Where very credible people have reported that there have been movement outside of time and space.
That's very vague.
Yeah, so look,
you're trying to get the juice.
Have I seen a portal open? No. Have I seen a spaceship? Personally, no. Have I seen evidence of this? Yes. Have I seen photo documentation of aircraft that I believe were not made by mankind? Yes. Is there historical significance to this? Yes. Is there multiple events that go back to, I would argue, maybe even before the time of Christ that have documented this in text? Yes. So do I believe that the government has access to certain technology? Yes, to an extent. And I believe that certain contractors potentially have back engineered this tech.
Remember, a lot of things can be considered technology.
I think that that's what can explain the advancements that we're seeing. But I also believe that this is a dangerous level of hidden information from the American people, because if you have an aspect of the federal government, which I can tell you, I, with 2 other members of Congress, were denied access to information at Eglin Air Force Base pertaining to whistleblowers because of the fact, and we can get into that story and what happened at Eglin in a second, but we were denied access.
Yo, I spoke to a random dude that was in the Air Force, and he told me that there is a specific time of technology, and I forgot what years he said. He said they don't know where the technology came from. And I was sitting there thinking to myself, oh, they know they ain't telling you. They know, but they ain't telling you. So I guess his rank wasn't that high. But he had a certain amount of clearance to where, apparently they got technology from somewhere. Someone told them how to build stuff better at some point.
That we don't have security clearance or the read-in authority on a special access program, that's a problem, because I'm supposed to represent and be an investigative body, and you have then people who are unelected that are operating basically in secrecy, and that's a problem.
She looked good too. Yeah, man. She looked real good, man. Wow. So the caption here says, Rep. Anna Paulina told Joe Rogan that the U.S. government has confirmed the existence of interdimensional beings capable of moving through our time and space, wielding energy technology far beyond human comprehension. She says she's personally seen evidence proving spaceships are real and believe they weren't made by humans. According to her, some of these encounters date back to the time of Christ, and the government has reverse engineered parts of their technology. I'm going to have to watch this full interview. I'm going to watch the whole thing. Post comments down below. Let me know what you think about this. As the Nutty Professor's father said, this is some scary shit. 10 million subscribers. Woo!